So what's going on, YouTube? So I want to apologize for not being able to do any new content lately. It's been a long time actually, but I've been working on so we're actually trying to build a shop right here. Right here. You can't really see it that well. Let me back up. It's gonna go right here from where my finger starts, the edge of that little hill, all the way 60, about 50 feet that way, 30 feet that way. Length 60 feet, width 30 feet, and about 14 feet high, depending on how high I need it to be for a lift. So when we moved in, there was a tree line right here, boom, right where my finger's at. There was a whole bunch of trees, and we just got this cleared. I don't know how much this is, maybe less than a half an acre. Got cleared. It doesn't seem like a lot in the video, but it's a lot. So we've just been saving up, and we're trying to get a lift. We're trying to get some. We need a concrete slab pour down. It's gonna be pretty big slab of concrete or cement, and it's gonna, the building's gonna be right there. So we got these 3 trucks that need to go in. I want to be able to park 3 vehicles and put the lift in the middle, and then I'll start working on these cars like I intend to. This channel was supposed to be a car channel, and I just haven't been able to do much because I just been saving and trying to have a bigger picture for my channel eventually. My kids are getting bigger. I'm starting to have a little more free time. And yeah, so this truck right here, the blue one, it doesn't work. I mean, it doesn't work. It just doesn't start. The engine's not turning over. This one runs perfect. I have no issues. I take it out for rides. I enjoy it. It has an inline 6 250. This one also has an inline 6 250. So something's wrong with the distributor. When I purchased a truck, it wasn't starting. The person just told me they bought an EHI distributor, and they were not able to so I guess install it correctly. So I told them, I'll give them $2,500 for it, and they said yeah. So I got this truck for $2,500. They needed money. It might not look like much, but once I clean it up and maybe leave the patina, or even try to see if it's worth getting painted, it's gonna look like a really nice truck. Really nice truck. And it's supposed to be for my son Elijah. He's only 5 years old, but he wants a bigger truck now. His brother's truck is that big Ford, so now he wants like a K something. So I'm just trying to have these trucks ready for my kids, for when I grow up, in case something happens to me, God forbid. But you gotta plan for these things. I want to be able to leave my wife with something, and instead of leaving her with just a whole bunch of kids and nothing, at least they'll have trucks. Classic trucks at that. So this side is pretty good. The other side does need welding. I mean, this needs fixing right here. So I mean, the interior looks legit. It just needs to be cleaned up. This trim right here is actually right here already, and I just gotta fix the distributor, like I mentioned earlier. I put a battery in there. I did some wiring, and I got it to turn over. It turned over. It just wouldn't start. So that's the next step, the distributor. All the wiring is good to go, and it's a mirror image of that engine right there. So I just been copying the engine, and I haven't been able to have time to do the whole dead center and set up the distributor correctly the way it's supposed to be. And that's why it just hasn't started. But it's a 3 on a tree, so I'm really excited to drive that. The last 3 on a tree that I had was a 1947 Kaiser. I don't know if anybody's been following my channel for that long, but I had a 1947 Kaiser that I sold, and that's actually one of the cars that I miss the most because it was so unique. It was really unique, and it was just like one of its kind. I know there are many out there, but all the Kaiser clubs that I found, there were only a few, and I should have kept it. The only reason I didn't keep it is if something went bad, I didn't have the means to be able to manufacture a piece or a part or whatever it might be. So I got rid of it. And I regret it, but it is what it is. You live and learn. And yeah, so this Ford right here, it's a beautiful Ford. I mean, I got it already lifted and everything, so I don't have any problems with this. We daily this one, And yeah, we have an Expedition Max back there, and then we also have a 63 or a 66 Mustang in the garage. That's a fully restored vehicle. That's my wife's. But the Chevys are my boys. Let me see if I can get in here. So this used to be what, orange? Is that an orange or red? It's an orange color. And I guess I try to paint it white. It does need some work right there. I mean, it's just a big open spot. Fuel lines. It's crazy. It's crazy. These cars are crazy. The person I bought it from changed this. It was a 3 on a tree in the past, but they put a floor shifter, and it starts right up, man. I mean, like I said, it's a beautiful car. There's the model. You can see the light. Oh, it's supposed to be light red. Rear springs. G50 option. I don't know, whatever that is. Maybe you guys can tell me. And it came from Baltimore, I guess, with base 127. Yeah, so here's this. I mean, it's awesome. I can't wait to work on these cars a little more. And this truck has already been lowered. I have to install the sway bar, which is right there. That's the paperwork for the sway bar and everything. And you know, before, when I started this channel, I was renting, so I didn't have to worry much about the property or anything like that. But now I have to mow, you know, do the lawn and upkeep, and my wife wants to be a gardener, so we have to keep up with some, you know, garden stuff. But that's the plan. Hopefully in the next year, you know, maybe in the next 6 months, we'll have the slab done. Then we'll save up some more for the metal building that I want to put up there with a car lift, at least one car lift, and we'll be able to put these cars indoors and just start working on them. I'm taking a couple of welding classes. That way, when it's time for us to start welding some stuff, you know, I'm already equipped with that, with the knowledge I need. But again, like this truck, it's a 67 step side long bed. This is a long bed, and it looks like a short bed for, you know, compared to today's truck. So unless you really know these trucks, if I told you it was a short bed, you probably would have been like, oh yeah, it's a short bed. But this is a long bed. I think it's in really good condition. Like I mentioned earlier, look, this part needs to get welded off, you know, cut it off right there and weld it off and just see what's under there. But me and my wife actually want to be able to, when my son said he wanted a different truck, we were kind of happy because, you know, we could picture ourselves, you know, when the kids get older, just cruising in this. And I want to get everything chrome. I know the base package came with the white in the back. That was like the base, but I want to chrome everything out, probably keep it blue or maybe change it up, who knows. Or like I said, just put a nice little clear coat on this patina. It looked like it already had a clear coat in it, so it's coming off. So, or give it a patina paint job is what I mean. So I mean, let me know what you think. I'm always curious to see what, you know, the people that are following the channel think. You know, am I wasting my time? Do you think I'm wasting my time with these trucks? It's up to you. But yeah, like, you know, I can just tell you right now, the bed is gonna need to be redone. This is just a plywood in here. And once I get some nice little tires on this blue one and that one, some nice little rims, man, it's gonna be nice. I think it's gonna be nice and solid. Beautiful trucks. They're beautiful trucks. I mean, you like them or you hate them. And yeah, I'm actually looking for a K20 or like a G20 for myself. I want a bigger version of these trucks for myself. But you know, like I mentioned, my wife says she sees her and I just cruising and driving this truck, and it has a big engine. These trucks have big engine bays, so we're gonna be I have a 454 that it's in a half rebuild mode right now. I just got to find a machine shop to kind of look it over, make sure it's good to go, and give me all the right measurements that I need to get it rebuilt. But again, thank you, YouTube, for all the subscribers that I have, you know, for staying with me and staying patient and just kind of, you know, from now on and off, kind of checking in on me. I really appreciate it, and this is what I got going on. See you later, YouTube. Thank you.